What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we have an exciting one for you guys. We are checking out a knife that I have never taken a look at, and a knife that I have wanted to check out many times, and finally we get to take a look at it together for the first time. We have the big Sig Sauer emblem there, which could basically mean only one thing. We have a Hogue and Sig Sauer collaboration. Here is the box for this bad boy. Hogue and Sig Sauer collabed and did a couple of different blade shapes and a couple different knives. And one thing I love about them, they went full tactical with these knives, right? And that's okay, because sometimes knives are knives are tools, and tools can cover a lot of different ground, whether it's an everyday user, it's a work user, or it's a self-defense / tactical user. And in this case, they went straight for the tactical side of things, and boy, did they nail it, guys. This thing is absolutely beautiful. USA made, of course. Hogue does a fantastic job on their knives. I have several Hogue knives. I love all of them. I love what Hogue does, and this collab is awesome, being as Sig Sauer is a gun manufacturer. They also produce red dots and a lot of other accessories, but this collaboration is just awesome. In this case, we're getting CPM 154, not to be confused with 154 CM, although very similar, slightly different. Both equally awesome steels, though. I will take 154 CM in a wide variety of price points, and getting it down in the $80, $90, $100 range is awesome. There are $1,000 knives that have 154 CM or CPM 154 on those knives. So 154 is a well-rounded steel. It's a great user steel. It isn't, an edge retention king. It isn't really king at any one thing, so to speak, but it's very well-rounded when it comes to edge retention, toughness, corrosion resistance. It kind of does well in all the categories. And I have never had any issues with 154, whether it's CPM or just 154 CM. I love it. We are getting a fantastic looking drop point blade here. You have that nice harpoon-ish looking drop point, that awesome bronzed finish there. It just looks amazing, combined with the black aluminum scales. And then you have this G10 inlay, I believe, with the G10 Sig emblem there. It just looks awesome, guys. This is a really unique looking knife, and I have to say that the action on this, now I have an LUDT from Microtech, I have a ProTech Godson, so I know what some different out the side autos feel like. I've had some others in to check out, and this is right up there with the best of them, in my opinion. Is it better than the Microtech, better than the ProTech? That really depends by, what do you mean? Is it better? One thing I can say is it strong, it's clean, it's active. As soon as I'm pressing, it's coming out a Helen. Comes out with nice authority. No complaints whatsoever. It comes out definitely quick enough. Very nice, very strong. Hogue does a great job on their autos, on their button locks, on their crossbar locks. They just do a great job all the way around. Their pricing is very competitive, very reasonable. Hell, you can get a USA-made Hogue Deca a lot of times for $130, $140. And compare that with a lot of USA-made knives, you're talking $300, $400, $500, $600+ dollars. So getting, a USA-made knife from Hogue is just an awesome deal. Some of the best value in the whole knife game. A lot of Hogue's knives sit between that $100 and $300 price point. Yeah, they have more expensive ones, but a lot of their knives sit between $100 and $300, which is just awesome. They use 154, they use MagnaCut, they use 20CV, they use a bunch of different handle materials. They collab with different awesome designers and companies. I just love Hogue. I love what Hogue does between the knife world and the gun world. They do a great job. Nice little deep carry pocket clip there. Unique looking pocket clip. And you have the SIG emblem there on this side as well. Nice little lanyard hole. This thing is actually very comfortable. It looks maybe like it's not a neutral looking handle, but it's very comfortable in hand. I think if you have anywhere from, a medium to an XL sized hand, everybody's hands are different, and some people may find this uncomfortable, but man, I think this is pretty damn comfortable, especially speaking on, a self-defense tactical type knife. This will definitely get the job done. Hogue has some of the best edges in the game. Never not had a Hogue come out of the box razor sharp. We're going to check this one as well and see what this one is hitting for. I like this nice little swell here. You have some chamfered edges here. Nice little flat area here. You have your secondary lock there, which works both ways. So you can use it when it's opened, which will help, if you're getting into something a little more heavier duty, you can lock it out so that way the button can't be pushed when it's open. And then the same instance, if you're closing it up and you're not going to be using it, you can throw that up, throw this in your pocket, and you don't have to worry about that button getting depressed and this opening up in your pocket. Now, I've never had that happen with or without this, but that extra safety measure, that secondary lock, is a nice touch, and it seems to work very well. My EX01 has one as well. The model for this one is the EXA05. The Sheepsfoot one is another one I really want to check out from Hogue and Sig Sauer, which is what you see here. I really want to check that one out as well someday. And you might be asking, how did I get this? Where did I get this? What is it for? Well, this is going to be the number one prize in the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. This will be giveaway number one, prize number one, video number 5. So if you want a chance to win this badass USA-made auto, you are definitely going to want to stay tuned to the G-Ball Vision channel, because the giveaway video for this will be coming up very, very soon. And I am excited because this is one hell of a knife, one hell of a giveaway. We have some other stuff to throw in with this guy. Why don't we go ahead and, because I'm not going to have this knife for an extended period, why don't we go ahead and do a small overview of this guy. Let's get a little size spec check. We're coming in at 3 1/4 cutting edge, 3 3/4 to this corner here, 3 1/2 to here, and then overall we're looking at 8 1/16, so about 8 inches, very strong. Great size in my opinion. Let's go ahead and we'll get a weight on this guy too. We'll get out the old G-Ball scale here, get a little quick weight check. Coming in at 4.6, not bad at all. This thing is built like a tank. You got a lot going on here. This thing is cool. It kind of reminds me of a pistol grip in a sense, and maybe that's what they were going for there. Let's check this against a couple knives. Why don't we throw it up against a few other out the sides? We have the ProTech Godson right here. Beautiful knife. And then we have the Microtech LUDT. And, you know, opening both of these just now, the ProTech being that lighter, thinner blade with that very heavy spring, this definitely is very quick. And you can tell the Microtech has some nice solid springs in there as well. I would have to say that the Hogue is right there with the LUDT as far as oomph coming out, you know. The ProTech Godson might be a touch quicker just because of that lighter blade. And ProTech, you know, they do a fantastic job on their out the sides. The LUDT they're right there, man. This is a nice blade. This is something I would love to add to my collection as well. This thing is nice, guys. I love that tall drop point, that tall harpoon drop point blade. Look at it compared to the LUDT. It is about a whole nother half taller than the LUDT. Maybe not quite, but it's just a beast. Look at it next to the LUDT there. Definitely a beast of a knife there. Let's close these up. Why don't we throw this up against a couple of its brothers here? We have the RSK here, the Hogue and Doug Ritter collab. And then we have the fairly new Hogue Deca version 2 in MagnaCut. 3 beautiful knives right there. Very comparable to the RSK, but just a little bit beefier. A little bit taller, a little bit wider. Now, the RSK is a thicker knife, but so is the EX-A05. Love the Deca. This is a thin, slicing beast. And why don't we go ahead and we'll throw it up against 2 more. We'll throw it up against the Paramilitary 2 here. And we'll throw it up against the Para 3. PM2 is going to be fairly close, where the Para 3 is going to be quite a bit smaller. So it looks beautiful. It is beautiful. It works good. How is that edge? Yeah, baby, this thing has a nice edge on it. Nice edge. Hogue does a fantastic job. Some days, the paper, you know, tells me to go fly a kite. But I can tell, yeah, she's got a nice edge on her. And then poking, yeah. Nice pokey tip. Very nice pokey tip. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, guys, if you want to win this badass knife, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You're definitely going to want a chance to win this bad boy right here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Love y'all.